I'm gonna
I
hurt
feel like
you.
this podcast is just gonna get me in trouble. I keep getting those looks.
Oh,
when I
it's
walk
my
through,
fault.
when I walk through the paint.
A bunch of dudes eating together at the meet. Hey, daddy. Is that why you miss me? Because you saw the sex robots? I don't want to be independent anymore. While you were in Germany living your best life, I shopped a little bit for myself.
How much is a little bit? Oh, don't get quiet now. It is iPhone day today.
And guess who got a new phone?
You roll your eyes all you want. Like, it's true. I don't give a shit about anybody else's kid out there. Like, I don't want to watch any of that. I see so many of these parents just act like freaking psychopaths.
Not wife approved. That purchase was not wife approved. You have got to be shitting me.
Welcome to the Wife Approved Podcast. I'm Shane.
And I'm Caroline.
Let's go. We're back.
We are back.
Somebody missed me.
Yeah, you would miss me too if I left for that long.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm tired.
Of course I would. You're
Yeah,
tired?
I'm
Me
tired.
too. It was a long trip. I worked really hard.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Really hard. Yeah.
With working on those beers.
Networking is very much part of the work. That's what I was doing.
I don't feel sorry for you.
So, went to Berlin, Germany. First time since I was just a little tiny baby. Oh, I don't know. I was 5, so a toddler, I guess. But it was good. But you missed me like quick. So maybe in this podcast, since the last one, you pretty much just talked shit about me for the entire hour. You can talk about why you missed me.
I don't know why. It was really weird. I mean, I know why. I mean, I missed you because I was doing everything by myself.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah, that was part of it. But it's not, I mean, it was a lot. You know, smart home stuff doesn't work when you're not here.
That's not why you missed me, though.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, usually it takes me about 4 days to miss you.
It does, yeah. I was surprised you were like immediately
I don't
like
know.
all mushy.
Yeah, I think it might have something to do with just because you left the country. Like it wasn't like you were like really far away. You were on a really long plane ride. It was. I think I was a little freaked out, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I did miss you. I wanted you back immediately.
Yeah, you were texting me like immediately, like you already missed me. I was like, damn, it usually takes at least a couple of days.
It takes 4. It usually is like the 4th day.
4 days before you miss me normally?
Yep.
Damn. Well, you know what they say, absence makes the heart grow stronger. Isn't that the saying? Fonder? Stronger?
You don't even know the saying.
I don't know the saying, apparently. But, yeah. It was a fun trip, though. I appreciate you holding down the fort while I was gone.
Yeah. I'm already thinking about where I'm going to go for 10 days. It's going to be glorious. Be networking.
Tit for tat?
No, it's not. You
got to have your 10 days now?
It's not. I will say.
It wasn't a full 10 days either.
Yeah, it was. You got home at like 11:20. You know, the 10th day was, you were 30 minutes shy of the 10th day.
It probably didn't feel like 10 days because the time changes.
Yeah.
That was weird. But
I know
it was a long trip.
It was long. I mean, and I get it. Like it's a long way to go. You know, I feel like to go less than a certain amount of days, but that's just a long time to be gone. Like for sure. Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah, my thinking was, especially because it was the first time I went out there. At first, I was only going to go for a few days, like maybe half that. And then I just decided, you know, if I'm going to go all the way out there, I might as well kind of not make it worth it, I guess, but, you know, just not have to rush. And I'm glad I did, honestly. I don't know if I would do it the same next year, if I even go back next year to it. But it was a big tech conference, I guess I should say. That's what I went over there for, you know, the YouTube channel. You know, a lot of brands and a lot of other creators go to it. Yeah, I, you know, wanted some extra days so I could just not have to rush and not feel so stressed out. And for the most part, that worked. I didn't feel like super stressed out. It was really nice because like the last day or two, I really didn't have a lot of commitments. So I could go. Like I spent one day just kind of seeing Berlin and stuff like that. It was fun.
So if you were stressed out, why were you're saying you're stressed out some? So why were you stressed? Did you bring it on yourself?
Why was I stressed?
Yeah.
No.
Were you stressed at all?
Yeah, I was stressed. Like I had one day where I was kind of stressed because I just had a whole lot of work to do. I had to kind of hole myself up in my room, which was like.
But why is that? Why did you have one day or you just had to kill yourself?
I don't know, because the work has to be done, I guess.
Because you were fucking off for 3 days and didn't do any work.
No, that's not really true.
That's what you said. I've been messing around. I hadn't done any work.
Well, I hadn't done any editing. I mean, I was like the first couple of days of the conference, I was going to meetings and appointments, that I had scheduled, which like, God, that place was so confusing. I remember my first day there, literally, I only had 2 appointments. And I intentionally didn't schedule them like a whole bunch in one day. But the first day I only had 2 appointments, and I've spent most of the day, like I really only saw like those 2 brands that day because I had to find out where it was to go, which was confusing. And then the other one was way on the other side of the conference hall or whatever you want to call it. And the place was just, it's hard to explain, but it was like a giant maze, very confusing. And it took me forever to find the second one. And then I finally got there and I don't know, I might've saw a few more things, but like I didn't get much done. And yeah, I didn't do any like editing or any of that kind of stuff until it was time to edit.
And who was at home helping you? Me.
Helping me how? What do you mean?
I was looking for all your, hashtags,
contracts and stuff like that.
Making sure you didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Holding down the house. He's working me from Germany. I don't get any rest, people.
You didn't work that much. You did
I'm gonna
I
hurt
feel like
you.
this podcast is just gonna get me in trouble. I keep getting those looks every week.
Because you cannot say that I was not working. Like, first of all, I have a full-time job. And I was doing business work that had nothing to do with IFA.
Okay.
And then I was helping you at like, whatever, it was 3 a.m. there, I think. So whatever time it was here, 6 hours before that. So whatever. I was helping you work.
3 a.m.
Your good,
I'm working.
Your good sweet wife
there.
was up over here hustling, digging through stuff, so you didn't have to.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Were you sitting on the couch?
Yeah, I was sitting on the couch.
With the dogs in your lap?
No, he was trying to get in my lap. Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But didn't you step in paint too? On the show floor?
Yeah, that was weird, man. So like I did. In my brand new are those Jordans that I wear? I'm not a big shoe guy.
Which ones?
I think they're Jordans. Didn't you get me those?
Yeah. Well, you're not talking about the brand new shoes you bought for the trip, right?
No. It was some of that.
Yeah, they're Jordans.
The ones. Yeah. Brand new shoes, basically brand new. And I'm walking around. So like, unlike CES, so they don't do this at CES, which we go to every year. Also in Vegas, they opened up the show floor before the event starts. Did I tell you this before?
Yeah, you did.
And I found that kind of weird. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, because you can kind of go in and get a glimpse of things. But like, I think just the media can go in there early. But like they open it up and it's like literally a construction zone. Like there were cranes out. And I mean, you get to see kind of what goes into these massive trade shows because like, you probably don't really think about it when you go there, but some of these booths are massive. They got huge things hanging from the ceiling. Mm-hmm. Some of them are even like 2 stories you'll see every now and then. Just crazy booths that these companies set up. And so they were like building all that and there was just construction everywhere. And apparently somebody had painted the floors on one of them, and I'm just walking through with my phone in my hand. Actually, I think I was FaceTiming you when I walked through the paint.
What color was
I
the
remember
paint?
Yeah, because I was talking to Eric or somebody, I think, when I was walking with him, FaceTiming you, and I'm just walking. I'm like, damn, that's slippery right here.
What color was it?
Gray. It was dark gray.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, I got paint. I just walked through paint. Like, why would you not rope that off or something? Again, that was kind of weird, but it was a fun trip. Got to see Berlin. I got to hang out with some other content creators, which is really cool. Some that I've known for a while and never got to, meet or hang out with in person, like that are actually from Europe or UK area. That was really cool. Met some new ones and spent some time. And so, yeah, I mean, that's always like my favorite part probably of going to these events, because I can cover like the news and new stuff like that from home, but it's just not the same. Plus, getting to actually see the different companies and stuff that I work with or that I have worked with, it's like kind of putting faces, to all the emails. Yeah. So that's always a lot of fun.
All right. So this is what I want to know. What was the best thing you ate in Germany?
Best thing
Favorite
I ate.
thing.
There was so much good food. Of course, I had to get some schnitzel. I got that a couple times. I think maybe twice. Something that I really liked that I had never had before and didn't really know was a thing is something called a currywurst. I guess you would call it currywurst. You ever heard of that?
No.
So
is that like curry?
So
like Indian curry?
It's like the curry seasoning, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't really know exactly, but it's basically a cut up sausage. Well, it's not always cut up, but sometimes they'll cut it up and they put this like red sauce. It's almost kind of reminds me of like a marinara kind of thing. And then it has like curry sprinkled on top is what it looked like. And I got that a couple times.
So that was your favorite? I'm asking you pick one.
I don't know it's my favorite. I just like that because I never had it and it was really common. Like I saw it everywhere over there. So it's favorite? A big thing.
I mean, it can be dessert. Like what was your favorite thing you ate? Was it the French toast at 3 a.m. in your room?
No, that wasn't that good. I'd say my favorite, I'm going to have to go with this one place that I went to. It was called The Meat.
A bunch of dudes eating together at The Meat.
Hell yeah. I was like, so I was invited to go there from a friend, a fellow creator who's based out of the UK, who I never got to hang out with before. And they had something already planned with a bunch of European and UK creators. There was a couple guys, I think, from Canada actually that were there too. I never met any of these guys, but I was invited to go because I think somebody bailed or whatever. Anyways, went there and I didn't know about this place, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that's my kind of place. I pretty much eat like mostly meat all the time anyways. And so we went there and these guys, they were all super cool. First of all, really nice guys. And they were just kind of like just ordering everything. It was crazy. They got like all the appetizers, all the meats. There were like a couple of massive tomahawk steaks.
All right, so best thing you ate?
It was probably all of that.
Steak?
I don't know if I can just say
a side.
All of that.
The meat.
Just all of it.
Okay, so desserts, that restaurant.
We got all the desserts. Were really good.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, they ordered, like I said, just everything, and then we all just kind of like split it, down the middle. But it was pretty cool. It was like it's one of those places that's kind of like they do this like dry ice thing, and there's just like smoke all over the table.
Yeah, it was like
it's
a
like
show,
a whole experience.
Yeah. All right, so what is the coolest thing you saw that maybe did not make it in your IFA video? Or is there anything? You might have put everything in there.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw some sex robots.
You have got to be shitting me. That was the coolest thing you saw?
No, I don't know if that was the coolest, but
that's what you come up with?
It's like the weirdest thing.
Well, how'd you know they were sex robots? I thought they were companions.
I'm just pretty sure they were like sex robots undercover. The way they worded it, it was like, are these sex robots?
I mean, how scary is that? Like, would you trust that? Like, what if it like, this is probably like so inappropriate, but what if that thing like looked normal and plastic, like mouth or other areas, and then it
down.
yes, like robots gone mad and just chomps it off?
I don't know.
Ew. I thought they were companions and friends.
I guess you could just get one
for
your robot girlfriend. Yeah, they were talking and stuff and like
saying?
moving kind of weird. I don't know. I couldn't really understand
what
they were saying. No, it wasn't like that. I don't know. They were selling it as a companion, a robot companion. And I just, to me, it seemed like they were like kind of, trying to go for the attractive female look.
Is that what made you miss me?
I was like, it's probably a sex robot.
Is that why you missed me? Because you saw the sex robots?
No. I just missed you just because I missed you, of course.
I don't think you
But then right after that, I saw a robot folding laundry, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, did
Caroline,
you see?
They're coming for your job.
Good. Yeah, that is my job. That's why you don't care about our situation right now.
Mean
All right,
all the
let's
robots.
keep going.
Sex robots.
Did you see
doing
the
laundry.
dresser?
No.
Folding laundry dresser? That's so intriguing. I want to find that. All right, so best thing you ate, coolest thing you saw. Who is the coolest person you met? Not even saying that you hung out with them, but someone that you've always wanted to meet, or the person you're most excited about meeting.
Oh man, I don't know if I can answer that.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I mean, there were so many cool people that I got to hang out with or meet. I mean, yeah, it's hard to pick just one.
Well, not just pick them, but the one you were like most excited about, or was like the aha, like, wow, I finally met them or saw them. Maybe you didn't even talk to them.
I mean, I don't, you know me, I don't really get like starstruck or whatever when I meet somebody.
Well, I know that.
You know, like that's famous. Like I never really care about that kind of thing.
Did you see anyone famous?
I mean, I've, saw
like
some,
we saw Snoop Dogg at CES.
That was not really, that was an impersonator, maybe. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
I know.
Wasn't really Snoop Dogg.
Whatever, it looked like him.
It did look a lot like him. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a hard one to answer. I really enjoyed getting to meet Paul, who's another smart home YouTuber, and he's based out of the UK. So and he's a super cool guy, and him and his buddy was with him. Also really, really fun, cool guys. I really enjoyed that because we have not got to hang out or meet in person. We've communicated, fair amount over the years, but he never comes out to CES or hasn't in the past. So I haven't gotten to meet him personally. And they were just like a couple of those guys, sometimes, you meet a lot of people, but like sometimes you meet people, you're just like, I could probably like just back at home or something, like could drink beers with this guy.
Mm-hmm. We found a bunch of those.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Over the years.
Because of YouTube.
Yeah. And that's how I felt about them. They were just fun. Like we went out and hung out. He's the one that invited me to that meetup with the other creators. And then we actually hung out again the next night. So that was fun. Really enjoyed that. Cool guy. And, again, it's hard to say because I also really enjoyed hanging out with some of the other guys. Like, I can't, like, rank them or anything. But
I'm not asking you to rank them.
Like, both Eric's.
Yeah, but you already know them.
Yeah, I know.
I said
so you're talking about new people?
Yes.
I mean, I guess
Paul.
I guess I go with Paul.
Yep.
Because, yeah. So that was just because, we've communicated over the years. It's also really cool meeting people who know the channel and follow me and stuff.
Well, that's always
like there
fun.
was quite a few of those.
But you might not know their name or who they were, right?
Not always. Some of them I did. Like there's some other YouTubers and stuff that have reached out or content creators that kind of that found me and got to talk to them for a minute. Oh, another creator named Nicholas was out there and been talking with him for years, like through Instagram and stuff. Super cool guy. Got to talk with him for a little bit. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of those, but it was probably the best part.
While you were eyeballing sex robots, drinking beers with all the homies at the meet, taking late night scooter rides, Uber eating milkshakes and French toast.
It was work.
I was home dealing with all the shit here. So that was fun times. I think the first day you left, maybe the second day, and I wasn't sleeping. Like you said, I was like extremely worried about you. I was like stalking your flight. And then I just like could not sleep. I was up all night. I was also coming off of being sick. So I was
That's
having cough. I was sick. I was not feeling good still. I was, coughing all night. Extremely worried about you. And so that was, a couple days, like I think like the first 4 days I was up all night. I could not sleep and I still had to get up and work and like do carpool and do cheer practice pickup and just, my grandmother, I've been going to doctor's appointments with her, I could go on and on. It's like a lot. I did a lot. But I think the first or the second day, the dogs, I had to crate them, got up early, fed them. I had to go into the office. Kobe worked late. Macy, she's at cheer. So they were in the crate from like 8 to 4. They maybe had like an hour after I fed them. And I come home and there's 4 huge dinosaur piles of dog poop in the crate. 1 was normal, 3 were diarrhea, and again, it's not like it's just like a normal poop. It was like piled, like so high. Like I've never seen that much poop come out of one dog. So it was on his blankets that are fleece. So it was like extremely hard to clean up. You know, of course, he was in the crate with it. So then, I come straight home from work and doing all the things. Have to clean that up. Somehow wash it and get it. I had to wash it like 6 times in the washing machine. I would have just thrown it away, but I didn't have anything for him to lay on. Not get poop on me or the washing machine or on the couch, you know, because I had to carry it. And then I had to go wash him in the yard, and he loves the water hose. So that was an experience. And I just remember I was so annoyed, you know, like just annoyed.
One of those days.
It was one of those days. And then I guess before you left, our dishwasher has not been working right. It's still not working. We thought you fixed it. You know, you pulled it all apart and all that stuff. We changed our tablets. It's still not working. So, you know, I've got no clean dishes. Having to hand wash stuff, run things multiple times. So that's fun. And then the dryer breaks. Hold on, we're not done. The dryer breaks.
That's what I come home to.
Yep, the dryer breaks.
Fucking, this is broke, that's broke, this is broke, do this.
Hold on, it's not. It gets better.
Welcome back to reality.
Yep, so the dog poop incident, and then I think it was the first night you were gone, I was trying to go to sleep, and the bed light strips were on. They would not go off. I went round to your side of the bed, pushed all the buttons. Like, I could get your side to cut off with the button, but my side would not cut off. And it's bright. You know.
It's probably because the button for your side's on your side.
It is?
Wouldn't that make
whatever.
sense?
I could not get under the bed to unplug it. I finally got it off. I don't know how. I think Siri finally worked. And then a couple nights later, I was woke up at 4:30 in the morning to the light strip on the TV coming on. And it woke me up because it was like strobing rainbow. Yeah, that's what it was doing. And I was so pissed off that I literally got my phone out and took a picture of it because I knew you would not believe me.
Yeah.
What else? The light on the back porch, you know, our room faces our backyard. And he's got this, is it a Govee light?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
There's a light on the wall of the house.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Would not cut off. And it's like shining into the bedroom. I went and did switches. I went and found it in the home app, tried to cut it off, would not cut off.
I don't know. I mean, I just think it's operator error. I don't know what you're doing because it's all working good now. I haven't done nothing. I just came home. It works.
Yeah.
I think it's you.
No, it's not.
Common denominator.
It's not. Anyway, and then the roaches, like that was a whole experience. Like we had our house sprayed right before we left. And I'm not talking like roaches. I'm talking like South Carolina water bugs.
Explain those for those who may not know.
They're huge. And I think it was a weekend. We were all in the living room and Macy just started like screaming because there was like a water bug on the counter and it like, you know, they like stand up and do their freaking claws at you, and then they fly at you, like they are not scared of you. So she's hooping and hollering, so am I. The dogs are going nuts. It gets on the floor and then it runs to the fireplace. So I'm like trying to kill it. We're calling for Kobe. He doesn't care. He's like, I'm not. What? No, I'm not doing that. Probably because he's scared. Anyway,
probably
the roach gets by the fireplace and then it gets in it, you know, and like I can't sleep knowing there's a roach flying around. And we had already killed a couple. This is before the aggressive one. And so Macy's holding the glass up and it's just going crazy in there. And we're like waiting for it to run out. You know, I've got a shoe. Kobe comes in looking at us like we're crazy. I'm like, it's a roach or whatever. Anyway, it ends up coming out. Luckily not flying into our faces. I kill it. So. You know.
Sounds like a sight to see.
It was, you know, if you had looked at the cameras, you know, you probably would have been laughing. You know. House went haywire.
So y'all just fell apart without me here, huh?
Basically, yeah. Like, you know, I said this to my coworker, Eric. I used to be independent. I was proud to be independent. INDE. Like, I was like, whatever, you know, and like, you know, I mean, give me credit. I should have been proud of that. Like, I did that shit for real all by myself. Wasn't no mommy and daddy.
I thought you were talking about killing the water bug.
Oh, hell no. I hate that. Ugh, the crunching sound sends me over the edge. Anyway, I was very proud of,
I know.
Like, and I should have been, right?
Yeah.
But you being gone that long, I don't want to be independent anymore. I want to be dependent. You know, like, please pump my gas. Please cook for me. Whatever. Like, I don't give a shit about being independent. I want to be dependent. I realized it. I can't. I'm not about that single mom life. And I haven't done that in a really long time for that amount of time. It was a lot. And also, I think it wouldn't have been as bad, but, you know, I work full time and then I work for you at night, you know, and like Macy's so busy. Like, there was like no chill time for me, you know, especially because she'll have like after school practice and then she's got to go across town 30 minutes for an hour and a half practice. I mean, I had no like just.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're a good team. We help each other a lot. You know, dishes,
So if
cooking.
there was any doubt or if you had forgotten, it was a nice little reminder of how much I help out around here.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Well, I've never said you don't help out around here
Yeah.
ever. Like, absolutely not. Like, hell no.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with that. I think that would be like an absolute deal breaker to be
well,
married to somebody who does nothing.
Well, yeah, that would be rough, I suppose. But it also makes you really respect like the single parents out there, moms or dads that are just doing it like 100% without.
But I did it, you know, and it's like I'm so far removed from it. It's kind of like Aaliyah. Like, when we're done recording this, I'm gonna get to go squish my baby, and I love her, but when I watch her, she's a great baby. She's awesome. She, you know, like, she's a good little girl. But
this is the grandbaby.
The grandbaby is our granddaughter. What comes with that? I'm sweating. I'm like, I don't know how I did this twice. You know, those are thoughts. And maybe it's because I'm getting older.
Well,
it's a lot. And I'm like, I did this and I worked and I did this every day and I was up all night and like I still was a wife and I was cooking and cleaning. Like, I could not do this. And, you know, we had 2 friends recently have babies. You know, they're my age, one a little older. Both of them, one's got a 1-year-old, one's got a 2-year-old. And I called both of them. I said, I don't know how y'all do this every day.
Well, it's just like anything. I feel like in life, you know, you just, when you're in it, you just do what you got to do.
Yeah, but I do what I have to do, but I am like, it kicks my ass.
Yeah.
Straight up. And I know she's little and a little demanding, you know, right now because she's like 4 months old, and I know it'll.
I mean, it kicked our ass then too.
Did it?
I mean, you just do what you got to do. Hell yeah, you know, getting up, tired as hell, going to work, doing all the things. You know, you just been living comfortably lately.
Well, I did treat myself while you were gone. I got this cute little shirt, ladies. If y'all don't know about Nudes, it's a brand. Don't say nothing. Look at you. I know you want to say something dirty. Nudes, it's Nuuds. This is a shirt with a bra in it.
Are they sponsoring this podcast?
No, it's not sponsored, but this is the shit. Like, this shirt has a bra in it. So, like, I could work out in this shirt. I can do anything in this shirt. I did size down, but if y'all want one, y'all need to go get it. It's amazing. Stretchy. Not squeezing you. Don't have to wear a brassiere.
Is this like a hint for what I need to buy you next time?
No, this is not a hint. I'm telling you that while you were in Germany living your best life, I shopped a little bit for myself.
How much is a little bit?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, don't get quiet now.
I'm not telling you.
How much did you shop?
Not a lot.
How much?
What? I'm one store.
How many things did you get from this one store?
4.
4
but
things?
I returned one because it didn't fit.
Okay. That's not too bad. You had me worried there.
What?
You had me worried there. Well, speaking of shopping, it is iPhone day today.
And guess who got a new phone for the first time in forever? Me.
Oh, my God. Are you singing? What was that
Frozen, right?
Hold on. What's really sad is that I'm going to know this because
it's Frozen.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
I always get his hand.
I know like all the Disney songs because of our daughter.
I never get the new iPhone.
Yeah,
I always get hand-me-downs.
We're recording this on Friday, which is pre-orders for the new iPhone.
I need it. It's my time.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I actually am happy. I'm worried I'm going to hate it, but I'm happy. I might have picked the wrong color.
We weren't even planning on this, and I was ordering mine. I kind of almost forgot, and I was like, oh, shit. I was actually supposed to take Macy to school, and then I was like, oh, it's iPhone pre-order day. I got to order my iPhone.
Can you take her to school today?
Can you take her to school?
It's like my day off, by the way, and I'm like looking at him like, I took her ass to school for 12 days, 10 days. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're going to get me a phone? Okay.
Yeah, I said, oh, you want a new iPhone?
He bribed me.
Let's do it. Yeah. So usually I get the new one. Last couple of years I've gotten the new one, and then you get my old one, which is not a bad deal still.
Still a hand-me-down.
It's a hand-me-down, but it's like last year's generation. It's still a good phone. Yeah. And to be clear, the only reason that I do this every year is because I do tech YouTube. Like other than that, if I wasn't, I'd probably hold on to the same phone for at least 2 years. I'd say for most people, even like really tech, enthusiasts, I guess every 2 years is very reasonable. Or you can even go much longer than that with iPhones. But doing tech YouTube, that's kind of my excuse, I guess, to get a new one. But the new ones, I'm pretty excited about some of the stuff, some of the features. So looking forward to that. And you got an orange one.
I did get orange. I'm so scared I'm gonna hate it.
It looks so good in it's like this new orange color.
You're gonna be jealous.
And I am already kind of, because I just could not order an orange phone, and it looks so cool.
You're not even a football fan anymore.
I mean, like I'm not like a diehard football fan, but I'm a Gamecocks fan. Like I graduated from there. I'm South Carolina all day, and I just couldn't bring myself to have an orange phone. But it does look cool though, man.
Oh, she's gonna be trying to make me switch with it. Yeah, I might hate it. What'd you get? What color did you get? Silver? That's what I was gonna choose.
I got the I forget what it's called. It's like a deep blue. It's like basically a navy dark blue.
I've already had navy.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it as much as it did look cool. The good thing about it for you anyways, because you're a Gamecock fan too, is that it's not like a bright Clemson orange.
I thought it's like neon.
It's not.
Oh, it's not?
It's more like I would call it like a burnt orange kind of. It's like a darker orange. Okay. I forget the official name.
You're gonna be trying to trade me.
Well, probably not, because we got you the big one. We got you the Max.
Because I can't see.
Yeah, and I've gotten to where I kind of like having the smaller one, as long as the specs are still just as good, because I don't know. I've got all these other screens. I don't need a giant one in my pocket all day long, Yeah.
Aaliyah must be here. I can hear Kobe baby talking.
You can hear him, yeah.
Oh my God, I want to get her. God, I can't wait to go squish her.
All right, so let's get to the sponsor real quick of today's podcast, and then we'll answer some questions. Today's sponsor is Aqara. Again, they've been sponsoring this podcast. Thanks to Aqara for sponsoring this. We appreciate them. They make really affordable smart home products, everything from light strips to cameras, smart locks, sensors, everything you need for your smart home. I really started with them back in the day because of their sensors. They make contact sensors, temperature sensors, door sensors, vibration sensors, so many things. And what you can do with these water sensors is a big one we talked about last week. And what's really cool about these is if you get these sensors, you can create automations in your smart home. So you can use a door sensor. It's only like $15, $16 or so from Aqara, and you can create an automation that says when the door opens, turn on the light or turn off the light. And I have quite a few of those set up, like probably ones you don't even think about, like for the closet downstairs. When you open the door, it's the Aqara contact sensor. The light automatically comes on. When you shut the door, it turns off. So stuff like that, and they're just super reliable. I love all their sensors, and those pretty much my go-to for sensors and for a lot of things. Actually, I've got just tons of their products here in the house. So check them out if you're into smart home or thinking about getting into it, because they're actually really good for people who are just getting started. It's also my go-to when I'm setting up a new smart home for a beginner, which I've done quite a few times. Done that recently on the channel not too long ago.
And Aqara is wife approved because it's affordable.
Yep, they have some of the best prices, especially for reliable products that actually work well.
Yep.
I've run into that a number of times where there's like cheaper stuff, but it just sucks. It's not the case at all with Aqara. They make quality stuff, affordable prices, and they just work well. So thank you once again to Aqara for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, shall we get into some questions today?
Well, let's do Tech of the Week first.
Let's save Tech of the Week to the last.
Okay.
Let's do Tech of the Week. Yeah, we got some Tech of the Week. I do. I don't know if you do.
Oh,
You're
pretty
pissed at tech. All right, we'll save Tech of the Week for the end.
I'm kind of excited about this question. I wonder what you're going to say and if we agree.
Which question? All right, well, I'm just going to start here with what I have in the notes. What is the most important rule in your household? Well, first of all, before we answer that, If you want to submit a question, head over to the website. There will be a link in the show notes, and you can submit a question there, and you can even submit it anonymously if you want to. You can put in your name if you want us to know. If you want it to be anonymous, you don't have to put in your name.
Nope.
You can ask us anything.
Or even if you have a topic you want us to talk about, or if you're, curious about something or
whatever. Let it fly. Let's hear it
fly.
All right. What is the most important rule in your household? Is that the question?
Yeah. Like, I'm interested. Like, what do you think it is? Like, I think I know what you're going to say.
You probably know what I'm going to say. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like with rule, I just kind of equate that with like kids and stuff, I guess.
No, I don't know. I think it's like family rules. Like, what's your...
I think for me, if with that question, just the first thing that comes to mind is just respect.
That's what I thought you were going to say. Yeah, that's what I mean. But that is truly like...
Respect everybody, especially respect parents. And probably that rule has led to many, many arguments and fights and difficult times with children, one in particular.
With children, not us.
Yeah, not between us, but specifically one child in particular, where respect, it was a difficult thing, but, it's just super important, and like you said, with relationships too. Yeah. So I guess that does apply for everybody. It's just,
it does. It's a big part of relationships. Yeah. I think it's a big part of why relationships fail, or marriages fail. I think if, you marry someone that doesn't respect you, or if you're dating someone right now that doesn't respect you and just name calls you, or I don't know. I just feel like, I think about like why we've worked over, like we've been together, like we were just kids. I think we've always, aside from you, in the very beginning when we were unofficial, certain things probably weren't respectful. But I think once we, I don't know, I think even then we probably just had like a general respect for each other.
Sure.
You never want to make each other like look stupid. But even like when we started dating and like now, it's like we don't name call. Like every now and then I might call you like an asshole, like if you're really like on your period or something. But we just don't.
Yeah, but that's not cool. Like I have a big problem with that.
Yeah, or not. Like you ask. Like it's never like super serious. If we're like saying stuff like that, I think we just have like respect for each other, and I think that's why we've worked. Like aside from, like truly, I found the one in you. Like you are my person.
Yeah.
Like straight up. Like we have been best friends. Like we are it. Like you are it for me, and we enjoy spending time with each other and being with each other. But I think why we have worked is just because we respect each other.
Yeah. And that's probably easy to do on like good days, but it's super important on the difficult days, when you're fighting or whatever. You still have to have a certain level of respect for the other person, even when you can't fucking stand them in that moment. Like you can't, like calling names and a lot of the things, you just still have to, you just got to be smart about it and have that respect. And that's like, and you have to demand it too. We've been married.
Or break up.
So we've been married for what? Is it 12 years?
We got married in 2013.
So like 12 years.
Yeah. But we were together, 6 or 7
for a long
before
time.
that. And then 2 years we were unofficial. We've been together forever.
My point to that was, it takes time. We weren't always this way, but I remember like early on, you're kind of figuring boundaries and stuff. And I remember, I don't know if you kind of remember this, but I remember like sometimes you have to demand a certain level of respect. Like some people, women, men, whatever, will do whatever they can get away with. I think not say
some, I say most.
A lot will, yeah. And like I remember early on, and I'm sure you did the same thing with me and put me in check at times. But I remember there was times where, I had to, let like I just won't stand for that. It's true. And I know you've done the same thing to me at times. You roll your eyes all you want. Like it's true. Like I remember early in our relationship, that whole bullshit. Like I just need a break. Like do you remember that? Like I need a break. I need some time. And
yeah, but like
that was probably like before we were married and stuff.
It was, but you got to understand too. Like I am not like a needy person. And so for me to get to a point where, I would say things like that, I'm sure I did, but that was like my breakdown point, but you were not an easy person to love back then.
Right. Nonetheless, you're going off track here. Like, let's stay on track.
I am on track. I'm just saying why I said that was right, probably
but whatever your fucking reason for saying that was, regardless, like to me, in my mind, like it's part of the respect thing. Like if you respect me, and like I just always hated that. Like either you want to be with me or you don't want to be with me, and we need to decide. We're not going to play this. Like it. We're not going to play this whole in between thing, And I remember stating that to you, and I don't think that was ever a problem. I don't think you ever said that again after that,
Well, and I probably really didn't mean it. Like truthfully, but it was probably like an act of desperation. Yeah. Like I was just so frustrated where I just felt like giving up probably. Yeah. Well, which I think that happens to a lot of people.
That's why you got to, maintain respect in those moments that are difficult. And it's the same thing with like name calling. I know both of us kind of like figured out and established, I think pretty early on that, you just can't
you can't do that
because it's so easy to just be in the heat of the moment and just say just horrible things, and that's just not good long term.
No, it's not. And a lot of women and men put up with it, and I think it's sad. I think if you're with someone right now and you're dealing with that, like there is somebody else out there. Like life is short, and
you got to demand respect for yourself.
But I mean, demand it. But some people just will never respect you, and it's time to go.
And it's also a respect like for the relationship itself. Mm-hmm. I feel like like you just have to respect like what you have, and that's all part of it. Anyway, so respect is a huge thing for kids and just for people, and you have to respect other people, and respect is, they always say respect is earned and not given. You have to earn respect too by treating others the same way, I feel like. And, so I don't know, typical dude response, I guess, respect. So what's your number one rule in your household?
I think that's like the same. Like, I think I just I could not, I've had bad relationships, even though I was, young when we met, I've been through it, and I just remember, and maybe we'll talk about it one day, I just could not take it. Like it was just so chaotic and unhealthy, and not because of me, like I'm a pretty cool girl. Like I don't get jealous. Like I'm not insecure.
You said that more than once.
I know, but I really am. Like women are freaking crazy. And
yeah, I can vouch for that.
I really genuinely am not. And, I just was miserable, and, I wasn't it almost made me like a man hater in a way. That INDE, I was independent.
I don't know this song. You
don't know
singing.
Independent?
I don't think so.
Who sings he spells this? Independent?
Is this like a new?
What that means? I don't know who sings it now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, it's the same thing. I just could not be with a man who was disrespectful or ugly to me. I just couldn't do it. And not only respecting the person, but respecting our relationship too. Like the cheating and the talking to other women or doing stuff like that. Like I just could not deal with it. And I know personally so many women that deal with it and they stay because of their kids, and kids in a situation makes things hard. But I literally thank God that I didn't stay, and that I just was like, I can't do this, because then, I was single, and then I was not looking, and I met you, and we definitely, it was not easy. You were coming out of a relationship where you were cheated on.
Yeah.
And I was also cheated on in my relationship, but we handled that differently. And so again, you weren't necessarily easy to love, and I just wanted to give up because I probably had some trauma from the bad relationship I was in. Oh my God, he's going to be like him, and I can't do it. I was probably freaking out, and you had issues because, she was cheating on you. So then,
too,
then
I hate that word, but
I paid the price for what she did to you, and you probably paid the price for what he did to me. But we figured it out, and we were respectful.
We did. Yeah,
it was not easy though. We used to butt heads respectfully. anyway, that would be mine. And I knew that was going to be yours. And I think it's so important too, like
That's
with
funny.
the kids.
All right, more questions. Let's go. We got another one. How do y'all manage parenting with kids in school and sports? Do y'all enjoy the chaos of practices and competitions? This is a bunch of questions. How is Shane as a cheer dad? I think he should do a heel stretch next week.
Me too.
That's not going to happen. I know my limits.
Yeah, well, learn from me because my back is still kind of hurting.
Yeah, no, not going to do that.
So how do we deal with it? It's stressful because we have so much on our plate. We carpool. As far as like the chaos of competitions and stuff, no, I don't enjoy it, if I'm just being honest. I enjoy watching my daughter on that mat for 2 minutes, but I do not enjoy the chaos of it. I don't. I hate it. I hate that. I love watching Macy perform. She's a performer. Like, she dances. She's in theater. She is cheer. And just for people listening, cheer here is cutthroat. It's like what you see on ESPN. It is very hard to get on the team. The girls are cutthroat. The coaches are. I mean, it's very serious here. It's not like rah rah rah. You know, it's very
serious.
It is. It's very competitive.
Yeah.
So anyway, I do not like the chaos of it. Absolutely not. I do like watching my daughter perform. My back hurts on the bleacher.
I don't really enjoy much chaos, any type of chaos. Yeah, I agree with you. We did some of this kind of stuff with our oldest, who did travel baseball and everything,
which is serious.
Very serious. That had its own some things might would have done a little differently there, but I think what sucks about cheer competitions, and I will say too regarding cheer, like I was 100% guilty of being like, cheer, that's not really a sport. I think I made fun of you for that because I did not know.
Meanie.
I don't even know if like my schools had like competitive cheer or whatever. Probably not. So I don't know. To me, cheer was like the girls on the side of the football team, throwing pom-poms around, and then I saw what they were doing. I was like, shit, they're way more athletic than I've ever been.
Picking up a whole girl.
The competition stuff is crazy. So I've figured out all that. But yeah, what sucks about it, what I was going to say is like, with baseball and stuff like that, which we did with him, our oldest, it would be like all weekend long, multiple games, but at least you're watching them play like all day long. Like this cheer stuff, like you might have to go drive like 30 minutes or an hour. At least we're not having to travel 2 hours.
Yeah,
sometimes you driving all day, you get there, you deal with all this chaos, and
sit
all these people
bleachers.
sit in the bleachers, and literally your kid is out there cheering for like 2 minutes for their routine. And I know you kind of enjoy watching the other routines and all. I don't give a shit about anybody else's kid out there. Like, I don't want to watch any of that. I'm there for literally 2 minutes, and it might be all day long sometimes. Yeah. So that kind of sucks. I enjoy watching my daughter do what she loves doing. That is the best part about it. But outside of those 2 minutes, everything else kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it is good family time. But yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, I mean, all the other stuff.
I really want you to be the cheer dads that are in the videos that are like on the sidelines and know the cheer. Like, I just want you to do it one time and to embarrass her, or like she might think it's hilarious. Like, just if you could just learn like one of their cheers and do it, and just to watch, like not just Macy's face, but all the other girls. Have you seen those videos of the dads that are like know the routine?
As long as I don't have to do a heel stretch, maybe it's possible.
Yeah, he's not flexible.
Not at all. I used to stretch every day because I did martial arts when I was young, and I still doesn't matter. It's just not in my DNA.
Nope. Do we answer all of it?
She said, "How is Shane as a cheer dad?" I guess we kind of answered that, right?
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, managing kids in sports. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's like what you.
It's
have to
a lot.
Do. I mean, it's like you were just talking about earlier. Like, how do we do it back then when our kids were young? I mean, it's just like right now. It's just different phases. It's always a grind for something, and you just do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I just wasn't as busy work wise when I was doing it. I had like a job. Not 2 jobs. And
yeah.
I'm so far removed from babies.
Well, I keep trying to get you to quit that other job.
Yeah. But one thing I do wish, you talking about this cheer, one thing that annoys me about all sports, and not just like cheer, but all high school sports, is like they take away their summers. And that
Oh, yeah.
pisses me off. Like, I know you got to be good. Our cheer team like battles one other team for state champ 5A every year. And so they have to practice like a lot to be good. But I would rather them practice later than they do. Not 4 to 6, but 4 to 7 or 8. And just give those kids their summer. Like let them come in like 2 days a week. Like, because at the end of the day, none of this high school shit matters.
Oh yeah,
it does not matter.
You sound
for
like
that
me.
kid.
You've been hanging out with me too much.
No, well, probably, but I'm just saying, like in life, like life is short, and of course it matters to keep them like busy and like give them something to look forward to and like socialize them. And hell, Macy gets a work. I mean, she's working out basically. You know, she's a base. She's throwing girls up in the air. But give those kids their summers. Like we only get 18 summers with our kids. Like, you know, there's very strict weeks. Like they have it where you can only go on vacations. There's only certain dead weeks. Mm-hmm. And it's like if you go on vacation on the non-dead weeks, then you might not make Matt. You make Matt means be in the show. And it's like, give us our kids. Like we get like what? Like 12, 10 weeks with them. Like to me, that is the most annoying part of any sport. It's football. They did the same thing with Kobe. It's baseball. Oh, it's all of it.
I say the same thing about school itself too. Yeah. And limited absences and the way they do us. I just feel very differently about all that than I did just maybe a few years ago.
Yeah, but family is family's most important. And I feel like they've like lost touch of that. And like these coaches all have their own families, you know, and I don't know. I don't like the summer practices. Again, I'm not saying they shouldn't practice at all, but it should not be this much. You let us go on vacation. Like, let us go the week we want to go. Like, maybe we can't afford to go. Like, July 4th week is always a dead week. Mm-hmm. That is the most expensive week to go anywhere. They'll charge you 3 times. And I'm like, let us go on the week we want to go. Don't dangle a carrot and say, well, if you don't come, you might not be, you know, first string. You might not make, you know, it's like that anxiety that you're putting in these kids. I don't like it. So, like, let these kids be kids. We get 18 summers. They are probably not going to talk to anybody from high school. None of this stuff matters.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah,
you're still going to be good. Practice them from 4 to 8 every day.
To the whole thing, and we'll move off of this in a second. But yeah, talking about how I am as a cheer dad too is part of the question, and just a sports dad in general. I see so many of these parents just act like freaking psychopaths about this school stuff and these sports teams, like whether it's baseball, like I saw it with baseball.
It's like the bragging. Cheer.
It's like it's kind of stereotypical, but you see like they almost are, I don't know, but it seems like they're kind of living through their kids. Mm-hmm. And to me,
take it too serious.
I've just always really, really disliked that. And, you know, again, do whatever you got to do, but like, it seems when you're just like wrapping up your own identity so much in like what your kids are doing, that's the way it feels to me. It's just off-putting to me. I just can't stand it. And like you said, it's something I always say, like, you guys are so bent out of shape about what they're doing right now. In just a few years, none of this stuff really matters. Like sports are fantastic. It keeps them out of trouble. You know, some of them that are freaking all-stars will go off to do great things in professional sports, but majority of them aren't, you know? So like you're all wrapped up in this stuff. And in just a few years, your kid's going to be doing some electrical work or going to college or doing something else that doesn't even matter, you know, like, so just ease up, parents.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Take it easy. Like, it's cool. Like, like you need something else to do.
Yes.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Like, your ass just needs something else to do. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm too busy to be so stressed out and like freaking out about every little thing.
I just think about like living through your kids. Like, I saw this reel. I'm sure everybody saw it. Like, I'm 38. I'm like living life as a 38-year-old for the first time too. Like I can't imagine like I want to live, like I want to be with my family and want to do things with my kids and stuff like that too. But like I also want to have a life. And I think that's important and healthy for your relationship with your kids and your marriage. Yeah. Like I just can't imagine just like living through my kids and just like that's all my focus is. Well, you
see it all the time. That's what happens. These kids grow up, they move out, and then you're stuck sitting at home with some your spouse that you hadn't really done nothing with. You've been too worried about everything your kids been doing. Not that you shouldn't, you should be obviously involved in your kids. We are, but not completely consumed and just wrapped everything up with that, because they're going to leave the house and then you're going to have to figure out how to hang out with your spouse again. Yeah. So like, that's one thing I've really enjoyed about our kids getting older now is, we can go out to dinner and hang out,
but we
pretty
always
much
did
we
that.
want.
Like we made an effort to do that.
Yeah. But it was harder, obviously, when you had to babysitters and things like that. But yeah, like that's super important. You got to put your relationship first. Yeah. Like your marriage
before your kids.
Needs to be before your kids. And that might be controversial to say. I don't know. But your marriage has to come first. And honestly, having a good marriage is the best thing for your kids. Like they're going to see that love and that respect and all that stuff. And, they watch what you do more than what you say. So, anyways, let's move on from that.
Ooh, we went on a rant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Tech of the week. Do you have any tech of the week this week?
I hate tech of the week. I don't know how long this section's going to last. I'm very mad at tech of the week. If you follow me on Instagram, I think I put some of it on the Wife Approved podcast Instagram too, but y'all saw what I was dealing with. And the internet, I didn't tell you this, but Macy was complaining the internet was like wonky, like really slow, like not, you guys saw it last night, like not connecting. And she's like, this internet sucks. I don't know, like one of the shades wouldn't close outside, the lights coming on underneath the bed, the light strip waking me up at 4:30.
Okay, so you just don't have any tech of the week.
No, hell no.
All right, you're frustrated with tech.
I am. What's your tech?
Okay.
I'm interested.
I'm going to go with, this week, I'm going to go with the Vision Pro, actually, which is, for those that don't know, that's Apple's VR headset, AR, VR headset, whatever you want to call it, I guess. It's extremely expensive. It's super impractical for like 99.9% of people out there. Yeah. I actually don't use it a ton anymore, but
who could have figured that out? Me. I told you weren't going to use it. Yes, I will.
Well, I do use it sometimes, and when I do use it, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And traveling, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's my tech of the week, because I'm used to working on an ultra widescreen monitor, and I've got this tiny little baby laptop here, and if I have to do video editing and stuff like that, it sucks. So I was actually looking into like multiple screen setups that you can attach and different things like that, which would also work for traveling. But Vision Pro is amazing. I just put it on, and then my computer connects, and then I have an ultra wide monitor virtually. And I edited my whole video on that. I did a lot of work while I was out of town. I wore it on the plane. So I'm like watching movies. It's like I'm sitting in a theater while I'm on a plane.
See, when I'm with him when we're traveling, he wears it on the plane. Like he can't see anyone because he's looking at stuff or watching movies. And I have to deal with like all the flight attendants being like, and all the people walking by like, I'm like, I'm sorry. Like it looks so funny.
Ask me if I care.
Yeah, you don't care. But I'm like, I have to deal with all the weird looks because it does look weird. I like Google it, look it up. It's like, it's not
maybe I have a photo or something of me. I think
you look like a bug.
Yeah, I'm sure it looks weird, but I don't care. But it's super. I mean, I was even working on the plane some, so I'll take out my little laptop and I'll have that on the plane, and it's like a full workstation. And again, just for watching movies and stuff, I don't do it on like little short flights often, but especially that long 8-hour flight that I was going from New York to Berlin, man, it was great. I could put that thing on. And then again, in the hotel room, super useful. So Vision Pro, I'm going to go with, again, most people probably should not buy one of those. It's debatable whether or not I should have.
It's very expensive, not affordable, not wife approved. That purchase was not wife approved.
Yeah. But nonetheless, it came in clutch this past week. I used it a lot, and it'll probably sit on its stand for the next month
until CES, where we go see the same stuff you saw at IFA.
All right. With that said, thanks so much for hanging out and watching another episode of the Wife Approved podcast. Leave us a review if you would. 5-star review would be wonderful. Drop a comment, ask us some questions. We'd love to hear from you.
And thank you to our sponsor, Akara, for supporting us and sponsoring today's podcast. Bye, guys.
Yep. Bye.